Y'all don't think that we may or may not like the color blue, do you? Yeah, we're a little partial to it. That's for sure. Well, we're trying to get all the David's playing. We're enjoying this nice sunny day today. I'm trying to get the other rigs washed up for the car show next weekend. So we'll be ready. And David had to pull Gertrude out. But don't worry, we'll put her back in and get a video for y'all this week. But yeah, we sure do like blue in this family.
Hey everybody.
Hey y'all.
So this week I kind of went on a shopping spree. And some of it I'm not so happy with after I get home. I know
you had buyer's remorse.
I do have buyer's remorse. It looked good when it was on the aisle and when I put it in the bag, and then when I got home it didn't look so good.
Womp womp womp.
So we'll go through it anyway.
Okay.
We are making our airline connections. I have the bulkhead connections, which we'll show just in case anybody wants to see the Gates part number. And you can't even get the bag.
There you go. Okay.
Can't even get, I got two of them. I have the airline connections from the truck to screw into the bulkheads.
Okay. We need a part number.
There's a part number for them.
Okay.
So that connects the truck to the bulkheads.
Okay.
But the airlines are actually too short where we took them off the pogo stick. For where I'm going to put them now, they're actually too short. So I'm going to go under here, find where they connected them, where they lengthened the frame, take them out there. Instead of having two joints where airlines put together, I'll just go back to making one. We'll get a longer piece of 1/2-inch airline.
Okay, that sounds better.
Yeah, instead of having two splices, we're just going to have one.
Sounds great.
So, happy with those so far.
Here's where the unhappy comes.
Well, not
yet. Not yet. Okay. Sorry.
Now these,
I got ahead of myself.
I
got excited.
You got excited? I failed?
No. No. Silly goose.
Okay. So these are the airline connections. And yes, I know they're both the same, so I'm going to have to paint one red, one blue. And since it's always going to be my truck, I'll always know.
Right.
If it was a truck, you were somebody else, yes, you'd want to idiot proof it and have airline different from side to side. But
which that brings us to that. You knew I was about to say something, didn't you?
Yes, my dear, hit me with it. There's
been quite a few people commenting about, are we ever going to sell this truck? Are we building it to sell?
Oh, yeah,
that's like a number one.
Somebody told me that I needed to work on the resale value, and I was like, that wasn't even in a resale value on Gertrude. Hadn't even been a thought.
No, Gertrude, don't listen. Don't listen. We're never getting rid of you, girl. No. But to answer their question, no.
To answer the question, Angie actually, we talked about what we're going to do when we're done with Gertrude, which I may be 75 by the time we get done with Gertrude. But when we get there, when that day comes that there's no more stuff for me to fix on Gertrude, Angie was like, what are we going to do? And I said, I don't know. What do you want to do? She said, how about let's buy another truck and fix it up? I said, okay, sounds like a plan.
Yep.
So, new plan is fix Gertrude, find an RGN gooseneck trailer.
Was that in the deal?
Well, how do you think I'm going to get the other one home? Well, I guess I could
I'm just kidding you.
I could use one of them little fifth wheel tow dollies.
No, we'd look silly. We have to use RGN.
Yeah.
So get one of those, and then
we can drag our junk home.
Yeah. Then we go find another truck.
Yeah.
Gertrude 2.
I don't know if it'd be Gertrude 2.
Gertrude Jr. That just doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
No, I don't know if I ever met a Gertrude Jr. But
yes, I may have had I don't know. That was a good conversation that we had there.
You're off in the ditch now. We got to get back on track.
I'm buying another truck. Currently on Marketplace.
I'm good that you're in for buying another truck, but we gotta finish this one first.
For sure.
Okay. So here is the airline connection for both sides. But here's the fly in the ointment. Here's where my wah.
That was a new one, fly in the ointment. Okay.
Yeah. See how large that is? It's a 1/2-inch hole. The little airlines I picked up.
Oops. Yeah.
Wah.
Hence David's buyer's remorse.
So chances are these are going back. If anybody knows the part number,
because this is the part number we have.
That's part number we have.
That is incorrect.
I am not happy with my purchase.
So now we need to know what the correct part number is. So we can
I would rather have one. I know pressure is pressure, but I would rather have one with the volume. Even a small hole, pressure will get there. It's the volume that I want to keep going through the airline.
Right.
Pressure's gonna. I know people argue you won't get the same pressure. Yes, you get the same exact pressure. I could put a 1/8 hole in one of these and get the same exact pressure 60 feet down the trailer, but it's not going to get the volume through.
Right.
So there is a difference. And of course, I got glad hands. Put on air hoses that I'm going to take back. So yeah, and I got a trailer connection.
Yeah.
For our rotten plug.
Yeah, the nasty one.
They didn't have
that.
They didn't have one with the waterproof.
Oh.
So I'll get that. I'll use this as a template. But
I just want to insert here, if y'all haven't figured out, I did not go on this shopping spree and see, look what happened. David, are you got anything for that?
I was left unsupervised.
Yes, he was left unsupervised.
I came back with a whole bag full of stuff. And she asked where it came from. And I said, I've been to Nappers.
He went to Nappers.
But in my stash, I had one of these, and I do like these are potted. I want to find one for the truck like this.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But this is the RV plug.
Oh.
The 7-pin RV style. And what this is going to come in handy for is most car trailers, most fifth wheel car hauler trailers come with this because they have electric brakes.
Oh, okay.
They don't have air brakes. Now, some of the bigger ones do. But most of them have electric brakes, and they have this plug on it. So we're going to put both.
We need both
in there.
Yeah.
And then that means I will need no, because on a car trailer, you'll have the cord. The cord's on the trailer. You'll just reach up and plug it into this one.
Right.
This is the only one that disconnects. So we'll probably keep this, but
take that back.
Take this back.
Got the old nappers.
So I have my little plate out here, and I'm going to make a template. I'm going to put my 2 plugs in the middle, and I'm going to put these out on the ends, separate from each other.
Okay.
And like I say, I'm going to paint them red and blue, so I know service and emergency. But we're going to put our bulkhead fittings in.
Oh, yeah.
Put those in, and then we're cutting the hole in the bottom.
That's going to be scary, but okay.
Yeah, no turning back after we cut the hole.
Like we said, measure 55 times, got what?
Now we're just winging it.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let me clean the stuff off my table here and flip the panel over. So let's clean up our mess. Okay, so after much grinding and cutting.
We spared you guys the...
Oh, yeah, the hole saw and the unibit.
Oh, it was awful.
Earmuffs ain't enough. But what I did was mocked up, and I marked them. This one is an 1 1/8 hole, just in case you wanted to know. And these are 2 1/8, I think. Because, and the reason I made them 2 1/8, I'll explain that, is they're not perfectly round. Both of them, the truck plug and this plug, have this little rise here. So a 2 1/8, I think that's what the hole saw says. Let's look to be sure.
Make sure.
2 1/8. Hey, and that's still hot.
A little warm?
Yeah, just a little warm.
It's a little chilly in here tonight.
Well, you can hold on to that there hole saw and warm your fingers up at least. But I have this, and we're going to mock these up in place.
Well, maybe we are, right?
Really, peanut gallery? And I was test fitting everything.
Oh, yeah, we had a little accident.
Butterfingers me. Dropped the plug. Busted it. I mean, just fell from the floor, just that high. And broke the whole housing, and now the little waterproof lid doesn't want to shut correctly. So I went from having something to use to now I'm going to buy something again. So yeah, I thought I was ahead of the game. And I don't even know how many years I had saved this. This had come off of some truck we scrapped. And I was like, that'll come in handy one day. Well, it just came in handy for a template till I broke it. But anyway, it's going to work for a template for what we're doing, okay? So we're going to imagine here, it's like Sesame Street. Imagine. Does he count? I assure you he does.
You're telling our age.
Oh yeah, if you watched Sesame Street, then
we're probably friends.
Yeah. If you watch Sesame Street, you probably got gray hair just like I do.
Yeah, maybe. That was a good program.
It was, yeah.
Back in the day.
I don't think there's too many kids nowadays that watch Sesame Street. I know when we had a house full of kids, they watched Rugrats, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Now the little ones watch Bluey.
Bluey, yes. Bluey's on a lot.
Bluey. What was the one? PJ Masks.
Mm-hmm. All of those.
You can always tell who has little ones around their house if they know what shows are current.
Yes.
Then
For sure.
Okay. Whoops. I'm dropping extra pieces.
Yeah.
Careful not to squeeze that.
Mm.
That, your airline, okay, let's explain this for ones that don't know. This will go over your airline, the not rubber airline, but whatever your tubing, whatever you want to call it. This will slide over it, and then the airline goes down over top of this, and you have to put this on first because you can't put it on over top of that. So slide this up the hose, put this on, slide it down here, and then you tighten this up. But once you tighten it up, you ruin the little tubing fitting inside. So I just kind of finger tight them when there's no tubing on it. Some people say they've gotten lucky and got them off of tubes and used them again. I've never been that lucky.
It probably wouldn't be our luck.
Yeah, I've never been that lucky. Okay, so we have the plugs, and imagine this is upside down. The tray, you'll have to visualize, it's upside down. So these are going to be basically in here, and I made a mark of where the cross member is underneath the truck. I laid on my little creeper and rolled under.
Before we flipped it.
Yes, before we flipped it. And my cross member, let's measure here, is 5 inches down. So my airline's going to want to come out straight. They will bend some, but it's going to want to come out straight. So I'm going to have to be 5 inches minimum. I'll turn the tape measure around so you can see. From my airline straight. So we can see we're going to have to put it that far away. At 5 inches tall on that line, airline coming straight, it will go past the cross member. Because if I put it any closer, if I move it closer, then the airline is in the cross member, and 1/2 inch airlines don't bend that well.
No.
They bend, but they don't bend that well. Now I could have gotten a 45-degree fit. I could have done that. But I am only sliding this forwards 3 inches from the line. So 3 inches is not that big a deal. So let's take us a few measurements here.
Before the sparks fly?
Before the sparks fly, let's take us a few measurements. And let's see, and when I got lined up straight, it looks crooked. It looks crooked as can be. It is crooked. It is very crooked. Move it to 29.5. 29.5. Make sure it didn't move. Yes. Still got my 5 inches. Yes. Still got the 5 inches for the airline. Okay. So that's going to work.
Okay.
Let's mark it. I'll cut 29.5.
Okay.
Now let's make sure it's centered. And we have 26 inches. So what is half of 26 there, my dear? Let's check your Covington math.
13.
There you go. Angie went to a different school, so I pick on her math skills.
Sometimes my math ain't mathing. It happens. But I'm on tonight. I got it.
You got it. All right, now find the center. Let's find the center of this. That is 20 and 7/8.
Okay, don't be asking me that.
Oh, come on now. Now, what's half of 20?
10.
Okay. If that is 7/8, what is half of 7/8? I'll teach you an easy way to do it. Double the back number. If it's 7/8,
So it's going to be 16.
7/16.
Okay. Well, look, Angie learned something tonight.
Yeah. Okay, that's the cheat. So if it's 7/8, so it will be 10
Yes.
and 7/16.
I learned a lot about measurements when we built this garage. But you have
Yes.
to speak the Angie language, right?
Yes, you have to speak Angie. And now see, just to check your measurements, you can hold the tape measure this way and go 10 and 7/16 and turn the tape measure around and go 10 and 7/16. And that tells you, yes, you were the middle.
Well,
So just to double check yourself.
So we're good. We're golden.
We're golden. Your math was math.
My math was mathing tonight.
Yeah, your math was math. It would help if I marked the side I was going to use, wouldn't it?
Maybe. See, he is better at the math part. I'm way better on the grammar part.
Oh, yes. Ain't no doubt.
So we make a pretty good team.
Yes, we make a great team.
Got all your marks?
Let's see if my square fits in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So let's make some marks on our square here. Well, not on the square, with the square. We'll draw our box. Okay. There is our center line.
You put me on the spot tonight with the mathing.
With the mathing?
Yeah.
I helped you out. I gave you a hint.
I appreciate it.
I wasn't leaving a sister hanging out.
I appreciate it.
I wouldn't have thrown you out in the deep end unless I was going to throw you a lifeline.
Thanks.
Now, let's see. How much am I from the edge? 2 3/8.
Not much.
Almost marked at 2 3/4.
Oh no. Don't do that.
I've been bad. Okay. So now we mark that.
I'm excited to see the finished product.
You are? Shoot, I am too. I can already see it in my head.
Yeah.
All right. It'll fall off behind me, I guarantee.
Right as soon as you pick up the...
As soon as I pick up the grinder, that will fall on the floor and go clang, clang, clang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to have that sitting just right there. And when we cut this piece, we're going to slice it on 3 sides and then bend it down and meet this side. Are you with me? You're giving me that.
I'm with you.
You're giving me that dazed and confused look.
No, I'm with you. I got it.
All right.
That wasn't what I envisioned in my head, but hey,
What did you have?
No, that's great, honey.
Well, maybe your idea was better.
No, no.
Okay, sorry.
Yours is better.
All right. I was just checking.
I didn't mean to give you that look.
I was just checking, maybe. Thought maybe I was doing something wrong.
No, you got it. You're doing great.
Question is, how deep of a cut? I would think 16 inches would probably be too much. Let's see if 12 is going to be too short of a bend. Let's go 16. I like 16 a lot better.
Okay. 16 it is.
If I don't like it, I can cut more. My, oh my, how the sparks will fly. Set them out of the way.
Well, folks, here we go.
I was going to say, are you ready to mute?
Yeah. We're ready. We're ready when you are.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
I almost dropped the camera.
Hmm?
I almost dropped the camera.
Why?
I don't know it. I just almost fell out of my hand. That would have been bad.
Have you been drinking this evening?
No, I have not.
We have to send you for the company pee test.
No. Nope.
Don't stand that way. I'm going to kick the sparks.
Okay. I'll be over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't need a face full of sparks.
Not really, no. You catch your belly on fire?
No, I caught my hoodie. I was trying to pull.
Woo-wee.
Are your ears done?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to switch sides.
Gotcha.
Okay. And go.
Aren't you supposed to like say action or something quiet on the set?
Quiet on set. Take. I don't even know what take we're on tonight.
Take 47.
Yeah. Action.
I was planning ahead where I wanted to throw sparks.
Probably a good idea.
Throw them right at the propane tank.
Yeah, blow us up.
Okay, we're back. We had a phone emergency, but we're back.
Don't slice your hand open.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not gonna stay. I'm gonna have to score that line to get it to bend right there on that line. I'm gonna have to take the grinder.
Just one pass on it.
Yeah, just a little. It's basically just a stress relief right there, and then get it to bend at that point.
Okay.
But do you want to show them why we can't weld it tonight?
Yeah.
I was welding on the rat rod today, and watch. Come around here and look at the gauge. Watch the bottle. When I open it,
It's on very close to
Yeah.
0.
I have a little bit in there, but I have to do welding on the car tomorrow. The car's got to leave to go to a show.
This weekend.
Yeah, so I'm not going to weld this tonight. But also, since we are going to the show, we're going to multitask. We're going to pick up drive shafts for the truck and maybe for the car. But I'm going to take the sleeper door off.
Yes, we are.
And where'd the nut driver go? Let's find our.
And we're gonna take it to the paint shop.
We're going to take it to the paint shop, and we're going to try and get paint, because hopefully warm weather's coming. It is not warm right now. I know it's not warm at this second.
No, but it's getting there. Today, it did warm up today. So
Let's go take a sleeper door off.
which, you taking the other side?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because it's smaller.
Okay. Let me come with you.
I don't want to carry the big door.
No,
I'd rather take off the little one.
I'm over there filming the big door. Whoops. Take off the little baby door.
Yeah, hopefully the screws, hopefully I don't strip them out. That's.
Yeah, we'll hope not. So lucky for us, our paint shop has a very nice camera. And
Most, I would say, auto body shops that paint, 10 cars a day, for collision work.
Right.
They have one of these cameras.
But since we have to go to the show in the same town, we're going to multitask.
That's my catch wire. Now, will that open wide enough to, without bending the door? Maybe. Oh, look at that.
Looky there.
Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Now, can I get that one? Nope. I need a longer bit. Hold,
Okay.
please. I went and got the extended bit, but it's a number 1 Phillips instead of number 2. So I'm really hoping that I didn't get all these screws out and then strip it, because I don't have. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a number 2 extended bit, but evidently a 1 will work in a pinch.
All right.
But there we go. I mean, that's a good looking blue.
Yes, it is.
Oh, look, there's a run in it. There's a run. I never even noticed that.
Not till.
Look right there.
I see it.
Never even noticed that on there till I moved it in the light. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
That's crazy. Never even knew that was there.
So we're gonna, hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna go. And if anybody knows, I need key locks, and I don't care if they match the. I mean, I want them to match the ignition, be the same key, but I need 4 key locks and the ignition switch.
Yeah.
And I swore I saw them at 4 State Trucks, but when I go on the website,
they're not there.
it's not there.
Right.
So if somebody knows where I can get them,
we appreciate
yeah,
all your help always. You guys are rocking it in the comments, that's for sure.
But let me score this.
Okay.
And
Score.
I'm gonna set this. I'm setting this by the door
So we don't.
remember it.
Yeah, so we don't forget.
Because I will walk off and forget that.
100%.
Was that like a cut or what?
No, it was that we always do that though. We get somewhere and we're like, we forgot something.
Hey, you may want to stand on that side.
Okay, don't throw sparks on me.
I was just trying to help a sister out.
I appreciate it. So you're just making one little score down it, right?
Yeah, I'm not going all the way through.
Okay.
And even if I do go through, I can just weld it back up when I weld the sides. So it's not that big a deal. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Here, take my muffs off so I can hear you. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm screaming.
That's what we needed.
There. Won't even have to weld it on the other side. Didn't break through anywhere. All good.
Good job.
Now, this will weld in here, and I'm probably going to shorten the top because I want to weld them in at about a 45. Ooh, dropped it. I want to weld them in at about a 45-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to push this back down, and when it meets, that's where we're going to cut it.
Okay.
So we're going to have them, if you come down with me so you can show them. That's the profile we want.
Okay.
Now, imagine this is all upside down.
Right.
And the note to point out, when we weld all this up, we have to put drain holes in here.
Right, because it's going to want to...
Because water's going to want to pool, and it's either going to go into one of these 2 boxes. That's kind of why I like that potted one.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm going to make sure there's enough drain holes for the snow that we get to
For sure.
leak out. But yeah, there we go.
Put a little.
So, on next week's episode, when we get more,
When I get welding gas,
yes,
we will weld all this up, and I'm going to cut out sides. I got plenty of steel over there
yeah, we have plenty.
that I can cut my two sides out of. And you see, that's
And
pretty much.
Then we will have our really awesome deck plate.
Yes, we will have our own made deck plate, custom.
And then we'll slap that baby with some black paint.
Yeah. And I told y'all I was going to take the hours, and we've been 2 hours from cutting the steel out first, drilling all the holes, cutting this. We've been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, that's not terrible.
No. And a lot of that 2 hours was spent measuring and checking parts.
Absolutely, yes.
So.
But we hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments. We love all your comments.
And if you know where I can buy the little potted one, I'm going to get online and look. I haven't even looked because I thought I had one, but I don't. That's just, I can't believe I did that.
It's okay. We'll get another one.
I know, I thought I had one.
But yeah, if you guys know where we can get one, let us know. And come back next week for our finished product.
Yeah.
Once we get welding gas.
Well, it won't be finished till it's painted.
Not till it's painted, you're right.
But it'll be
real close.
It should be welded and ground down and smooth and ready for body work. But I'm going to weld the braces on the bottom. We'll show them that next week too, how we bolt this down.
For sure. And we may be able to show them
a gallon of paint.
A gallon of paint.
If they let us show you how they do the color gun,
we will show that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If they allow us to film, we're going to show you how the color gun works.
Yeah, I would love to film that. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll check. But how we end all of our episodes.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for today.